What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake and welcome back to more Pokemon Gaia. In the last episode, we defeated the new elders who were, well, not trying. They did successfully capture Regirock, but we defeated one of their elder knights, Enoch, and then we got the HM for Surf, so we can make our way to Valoon Town, which is the town with the next gym in the game. So right now I'm outside. It's a route called Valoon Way, I believe. I did, Seviper, I love Seviper. I did most of I think all of the NPC trainer battles on, the routes between, what was the city we were just at? Why can I not think of it? Sabalu Island and Valoon Town, so that's all taken care of. There's some TMs you could have got on the way that obviously I got off camera, so I'll show you those. Aerial Ace was one of them. I taught that to Golbat. Brick Break was another. I taught that to War Turtle, and I believe that was it as far as the TMs are concerned. But as far as the levels go, you can see right there, War Turtle got an extra level, Golbat got a few. I accidentally, when I was training off camera, got Grotto to level 32, which is where he evolves. And as you see, he has 1 experience point to level 32, so I had to restart some of my off-screen training because I didn't want to get our starter to a full evolution off camera. That would just be unfair of me, so hopefully we'll be able to kick off the episode with that. Anyway, so without further ado, I'm going to just continue along. Oh, this is probably one of the ladies that you battle, and if you beat her, she will heal your Pokemon. Let's see. Hey there, would you like a Pokemon battle? If you win, I'll heal your Pokemon. Of course. And usually these nurses have either psychic types or something along those lines. Yep, Audino, I believe, is psychic type. I'm honestly not for sure what type Audino is. But anyway, this will definitely give us more than enough experience. That is, despite the fact that we're immobilized by love now. And that certainly won't be annoying in any way. Oh, yeah, it never is. Well, that's fine. All I needed Grotto to do, really, was just pop out and look at Audino. So, I guess let's go to Litleo, since Litleo cannot be infatuated by love, since Pokemon does not support gay relationships. I'm just playing. No lesbian relationships here, people. Instead, we headbutt other ladies. Oh my gosh, really? I'm scared to switch back over to anyone because it's like we're going to get freaking attracted again. This is just not doing enough damage. Alright. Let's go to Galvantula. Hopefully Electro Ball is enough to take it out. By the way, I'm recording this in a different room than when I normally record in, so if the audio, or like maybe the, I guess echo of my voice sounds any different and you're wondering why, there's your answer. Alright, so that experience is going to be spread out all over the place, but Grotto gets a level up. Trying to learn Leech Seed. I'm good on Leech Seed. I already have Mega Drain. I know Leech Seed is beneficial for the other Pokemon in your party, but I'm going to pass on that for now. Litleo gets to level 30 as well. Okay, Chansey is a special wall, but not so much a physical wall, so I'm going to switch over to War Turtle since I taught War Turtle Brick Break. Minimize is annoying, but worst case, I do have a physical move that never misses with Aerial Ace on Golbat, if I need to switch over to that. You're getting a look there at War Turtle's ability. Rain Dish makes so that when it's raining, it restores some HP, so might look to teach War Turtle or Blastoise Rain Dance in the future. Soft Boil is going to make it heal, but if I'm not mistaken, it lowers its defense when it does that. I could be tripping. But either way, as long as we hit this Brick Break, we will defeat it, and we do. So this should be enough to take it out. So we're going to get a fuck ton of experience from this lady. If we had the VS Seeker, this would be a great person to level grind against because Chansey and Audino give a ton of experience. Yay, you won! Oh, that's nice. It's one that's actually cheering for us to win. And like I mentioned, Grotto is going to fully evolve here at level 32, which is why I had to restart some of my training against the off-screen NPC battles so that I can actually show this on camera. And there we go. Our Grotto has evolved into the Earthly Turtle, or whatever his, I guess, title is. Torterra, and he's trying to learn Earthquake. This is another reason why I wanted to restart, because originally I just clicked the B button to cancel his evolution, and then I saw that, oh wait, he learns Earthquake at level, or when it evolves, so... Alright. I'm just going to forget Mega Drain. I mean, I like having Bite for the type coverage. Curse is really, really useful, raising its stats when we're already going to be slower than everyone, for the most part, when we use Torterra. And just Torterra's special attack just is not very good, at least compared to its physical attack. So, yeah, I think it's better off to have... I mean, look, the physical attack 77. Special attack isn't terrible, 52, but... And also our nature doesn't help that, so... There we go, our starter is now fully evolved. So we're starting to get a few... Whoa! There's one of the tremors that we've kind of ran into here and there during this playthrough. And Ekans, so we've got all kinds of snakes on this route. Arbok is one of my favorite Pokemon designs. Seviper is one of them as well. So, I am a fan of the snake Pokemon. Yikes, what was that? It was me farting, guy. It caused an earthquake. Huh? Apom! Okay, perfect that we have War Turtle, because we've got Brick Break. Yay for type coverage! I'm going to keep the experience share on Golbat till he gets to level 30, and then I'm going to give the experience share to War Turtle. Because sharing is caring. And I think after the Valoon Gym, I'm going to go back and pull Metatite out of the daycare. Because then at that point we'd have 4 badges, and that's still fairly early to me to have a full team, but I don't know. Tickle? Tickle lowers your attack. That's not good. This might not be enough to take it out then. But it still is. Haha. Honestly, Surf might be the better move because it's raining and we have the stab. So instead of Brick Breaking this Apom, I'm going to go for Surf. This is a nice little ability. I definitely want to teach this War Turtle, or eventually when it becomes Blastoise, Rain Dance then. Jesus, how did that do so much? Fury Swipes is not like a powerful move. Don't get quite enough to take it out with Surf. Let's just go to Golbat, I guess. And of course it uses a non-attacking move when I switched out, so... Well, in any sense, at least Golbat will get a little extra chunk of experience. Alright. I guess let's go ahead and... I'm guessing north is where we need to go, but let's kind of explore the surrounding area here. And make sure I got a faster Pokemon out front. Actually, let's just lead with Golbat. I mean, Golbat's at a level where, you know, we can use it on its own accord, really. Okay, we need Waterfall to go that way. Alright, we need HMs to go this route, so... Let's just go ahead and surf back. Oh, while we're here, I might as well heal up. Yes, I'm so tired. I've had all of one battle in the time between I battled you and then, or since then. Right. Yanma, this is a super fast Pokemon, so thankfully we got Golbat out front and not War Turtle, because I'm doubting that War Turtle would have been able to outspeed it for us to run away. Dyed a deep blue. Alright. This has got to be a hidden item. It's got to be. Or there's got to be something hidden here. Skorupi. I don't want you, Skorupi. I do like Skorupi, but just not going to use it for the team. We get an elixir. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that was a whole lot of nothing over those ways. At least not accessible for us yet, since we don't have waterfall or rock climb. So it looks like we need to go down this little channel. And let's see what's up this way. An item! You get a moonstone. Okay, very nice. I don't think I'm going to need the moonstone for anything, but cool to have regardless. Maybe sell that for money later in the game. Alright. Yay, random encounters. And before you ask, I am out of repels. I used them all while I was doing my offspring training, so I unfortunately cannot resort to repels, so we're going to have to deal with some random encounters here, but thankfully we can just run away. Alright, rock climb is not going to let us get to that TM up there, and I'm sure it's probably a good one. Otherwise, why would it be inaccessible without an HM? But you never know. Or TM. Loud Red. Alright, let's see how Golbat does on his own here. As you saw there, it also learned Poison Fang off camera, so starting to fill out its moveset pretty good here. Let's try to thug it out here through the confusion. And of course. That's probably going to do a decent amount. Oh, okay. Really not that much. There we go. Do enough to take it out. Wow. Alright, now this is where it gets dangerous here. You know what? I know this might seem like overkill, but I don't want Golbat to faint and hurt its happiness. If you watch my Pokemon Crystal LP, you would know that I had a hell of a time with the happiness of our Eevee trying to get it to an Umbreon, so I'm not risking it. We'll heal up and then snap out of our confusion and go from there. Golbat's getting all the experience here. Lopunny. Alright, hopefully I don't got any Lopunny gooners in the comments, but if so, I mean, I'm not here to kink shame, but damn, bro. Jump kick, that's not going to be very effective. What am I talking about? Lopunny's sexualized. That would only be stuff that the absolute scum do. No, I'm just fine. Let's get off the freaking Lopunny Gooners comments. Alright, of course I fucking switched and he jump kicks literally. I just didn't want the cute charm effect. Really? Alright, you know what? You can't have cute charm if I hit you with a special type move, so go War Turtle and let you surf. Alright, one more of these should do the trick, and then hopefully we are getting close to Balloon Town here. If I had to guess, based off of the rain and like the water surrounding the area, Balloon Town possibly a water type gym, which if that's the case we match up very well with our starter. Well, obviously Torterra now takes neutral damage to grass type moves, but still looks like there's a bug trainer hidden in the grass there. A Pampor! The elemental monkeys here. That's cool. Alright. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my cat just meowed off camera. He's been really meowy today. I don't know what it is. His food bowl's full. I promise you he's not malnourished by any means. I take very good care of my cats. I do not play around with my care for my cats. Okay, so Golbat's close enough to level 30. I'm going to take the Blastoise off of Wartortle. Give him the experience share. We'll give our Soothbell here Golbat. And really, I don't think I'll need to experience share anymore with Golbat. I think we're good to just keep the Soothbell on him. Now that he's close to level 30. This looks like a bug trainer. Yeah, okay. Perfect matchup here for Golbat to get to level 30. And hey, who knows where our happiness is at this point. I doubt it's high enough to evolve level 32. Jeez. But hopefully we're not far off. There we go. One hit KO. Look at you go, Golbat. Holding your own in battle now. I love it. Golbat now level 30. Wartortle getting a good chunk of experience. Parasect, one of my Fire Red team members. And one that is quad weak to flying type, so this should be a one-hit KO. Alright. Wartortle level 27, very nice. So I'm hoping to get this episode out tonight. I know I had promised a lot of, episodes over the weekend, and I feel like we have been uploading a lot just across the channel in general, but in Ohio, we had like extreme winds the last few days, and it like caused my power to go out for a little bit, so like, yeah, I could still record, but I wouldn't be able to upload because my Wi-Fi and everything was down. And like when I try to upload using like my cell data, the cell data at my apartment complex is not very good. It just takes me forever, so I just waited it out. But yeah, I'll get this out and I'm going to record a Pokemon Glazed Johto post game later. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying the upload. I guess I would call it a schedule, although it's not really a schedule. Just trying to be consistent like I promised. So anyway, it looks like this guy up ahead is a required trainer battle. So you know what? We have not used him now that he's fully evolved. Let's switch Torterra out front and do this trainer battle, and then hopefully Balloon Town is right around the corner. And hopefully this guy doesn't have a bunch of like steel types where we would need our good old Litleo. Torterra's Cry is freaking awesome, man. I love its design. Earthquake will be super effective on this Numel, one of our Pokemon Emerald team members. And a Skarmory, okay. Steel Flying, so Litleo would be useful here. Let's go to Galvantula, I guess. Okay, Swift, not very threatening. Skarmory is pretty defensive, but I love having an Electro Ball, man. This is such a good move for Galvantula. Like, look at that. Gosh dang, I freaking love this Pokemon, man. The back sprite and the Gen 3 art style leave some to be desired, but you know what? I love this Pokemon. Gen 5 fucking rules, man. I stand by that. Alright, okay, I'm gonna look to try to avoid trainer battles from here on out. I feel like we've done enough in this episode for our liking. Let's just try to get to Balloon Town and find a good stopping point. And I fucking knew that was going to happen. Alright, how many run attempts do you think it'll take for us to get away from this Yanma? Wow, that was actually less than I was expecting. Excuse me. Alright, and over the bridge and into Balloon Town. Very nice. Uh-oh. We need to check the Nemesis Cave. People might have got hurt in the earthquake. Let's move out, team. Nemesis Cave. Sounds like that's where we need to go next. When I'm older, I want to become a ranger just like my big sister. I guess is your big sister the gym leader? Vernon, he went Armajoltic. Bug type? Bug catching contest is here. If it is bug type, I think we'll be A-okay. Let's go ahead and heal really quick, and then I'm going to stock up on some items before we end things off. So yeah, I think my plan will be go through the Balloon Town and the gym with the current team we have, and then maybe, hopefully we get access to fly soon so I can fly back. Gosh, what's that town called? It's one of the first towns in the game. Sarah's Village, and get Metatype from the daycare. And then we'd have a full team of 6, which still with 4 gym badges is kind of early for my liking, but I think that's going to be the 6 that I end up going with for this. It'd be Torterra, Wartortle, Galvantula, Litleo, Golbat, and Metatype. Although, you know, again, there might be Pokemon that we find later in the game that I prefer. There is Rufflets on the path, or the routes between Sabalua Island and Balloon Town, and again, that was a Pokemon I thought about using, but I'm ultimately going to go with the Zubat line instead. So we still might run into a Pokemon later down the line that I would like to use, but for now I think that team of 6 that I mentioned is going to ultimately be what I roll with, but you never know. Things could change. Let me see if I have some stuff to sell. And then we can end things off. It looks like we need to head towards Nemesis Cave next. Oh, I thought you'd get more money for that, honestly. Okay, I don't really have stuff to sell, so I guess not. We're pretty good on items anyway, so... yeah, that'll do it. It sounds like we need to head towards Nemesis Cave. And follow the Rangers, so... Oh, Nemesis River. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll end things off here. And next part we'll start heading north towards the cave that they mentioned. Alright, so that'll do it for this part. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for more Pokemon Gaia. Goodbye.